All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining us for Entertainment Now. Let's go beyond the music, dance, box office, and thrills that flow from the entertainment industry to get deeper and more meaningful insights into the minds and hearts of the players. And today, first, we're going to start off with three hot topics for today. And then we have a special guest coming in for an interview. So, first hot topic that I really want to share with you guys, if you guys have not heard, is Orlando Brown. So, and we're getting our news from this thanks to Revolt.tv. So, thank you, Revolt.tv, for sharing this. And guys, so Orlando Brown overcomes drug addiction. Fans rejoice. If you haven't heard, fans are cheering on Orlando Brown after learning that That's So Raven's actor is enjoying life clean and sober as a husband and father, as reported earlier this week by BCK Online. He was recently seen smiling for a photo with his wife, Danielle Brown, and their 2-year-old son. Brown overcame his struggle with addiction after joining Rise Church in Albion, Texas, which his then fiancee, now wife, introduced him to last year. The 33-year-old also recently began recording music with Christian themes, including a song and video called Smile on Me. Last year, he spoke at a fundraising event for the church about his battle with addiction and getting sober. And I quote, it states, "My name is Orlando Brown. You may know me from a little show back in the day called That's So Raven." He told the crowd, "I went through a lot. I experimented with crystal meth, with weed. I didn't know what I was doing. I was addicted to the internet, all kinds of stuff. My fiance told me about this place, and when I came, it was amazing." He continued, "I had a blast. These brothers accepted me for who I am. Church is lovely. All the leaders are brilliant. They're geniuses and men of God." Brown also was seen speaking at the church in a video recently reposted to Twitter, where he praised the church members for accepting me for who I am, and added that he was on the road to recovery. Brown's public struggle with drugs began in 2016, which included a series of arrests, DUI, public intoxication, drug possession, battery, and other charges, and his infamous TV interview with Dr. Phil. However, according to the Houston Chronicle, Brown graduated from Rise Church's 6-month inpatient program last November, which offers free assistance to those struggling with drug and alcohol addiction, depression, homelessness, suicidal thoughts, and more. And videos and pictures of Brown at church with his family went viral. This was October 7th, that was a Thursday, with fans applauding the actor's resilience and cheering on his new path. And as we scroll down here, I just want to read off some Twitter comments that was said. We have the kid Gowdy saying, "Shout out to Orlando, That's So Raven. He beat drug addiction, found faith, and has a beautiful family. Love to see it." As we scroll down, Demi, and this is at True PYT, "Even if no one else notices, I'm really proud of Orlando Brown. He overcame his addiction and really turned his life around." We have Dante Lee saying, "Not only did Orlando Brown overcome his drug addiction, but he gave his life to Jesus. Why isn't anyone talking about this?" We have Twitter handle Punchnelly said, or Tough Beings, Beifong, saying, "I heard Orlando Brown got clean. I need us to be as loud about that as we were when we were making fun of him high as hell. Congratulations on getting your life back, man." So these are some tweets that were tweeted out in regards to Orlando Brown. Now, our second hot topic. If you guys watch Survivor, do you guys still watch Survivor? Let me know in the comments down below if you've been keeping up with that, because then we could talk about that. But our hot topic for today is, we have Mafia pastor Chantel Smith ready to slit throats on Survivor 41. And she states, I'm going to win because I understand and I'm able to establish relationships and connections in a way most people can't. We have a beautiful picture here, and this is coming from TorontoSun.com. Thank you so much, Toronto Sun. And she says, just because she's a pastor in real life, Toronto-born survivor, castaway Chantel Smith isn't too worried about having to be a cutthroat contestant as the long-running competition returns for its 41st season. She says, being a pastor gives me the edge because I know people so well. The Washington, D.C. based Smith says in a video call, for what I do day in, day out, I think that I've met every kind of person there is. I think when you're able to play with a clear heart, it gives you an advantage. And even though she's honest, it doesn't mean she won't vote her fellow tribe mates out when the time is right. She says, I'm half Italian, half Jamaican. That means I'm cutthroat. Smith jokes in the trailer for the new season. I will pray for you and walk you out the door at the same time. I have no problem doing that. Smith, 34, is one of 2 Canadians ready to do the battle on Survivor 41. And, you know, I absolutely love that show. I love that show. If you guys have not tuned in, tune in. She's still there, guys. She's still there. We got to support our girl, okay? We got to support our girl. And if you don't know, Smith will compete for $1 million grand prize and the title of Sole Survivor, along with Erica Casapan, a communications manager from Toronto. And last but not least, our last hot topic for today is Miss Anita Baker. Now, we all know Anita, okay? We play her music, we sing her songs, we may cry to it a little bit, or maybe it's one of her songs that we play while we're cleaning. I know I do, okay? So, thanks to blackenterprise.com, and give me one moment, guys, here. I wanted to pull up on my screen here. Sorry about that, guys. So, hot damn, Anita Baker finally owns her masters. If you guys have not heard about this, let me know in the comments down below. Have you heard that she finally owns her masters? Because this is a huge thing. This is a huge thing if you don't know. So, the wait is over. R&B icon Anita Baker now owns the masters to her extensive catalog of music. Baker announced the news via Twitter on September 3rd. In a pinned tweet with a photo of her albums, Baker wrote, All My Children Are Coming Home catalog. Impossible things happen every single day. And I'm going to scroll down here. So we scroll. And she also tweeted, this is a picture of what she tweeted and all of her albums there. And she says, I'm great and grateful. Her fans were regarding the update. They showed their love for the renowned singer in epic fashion. We have Dora Winifred Reed that says, does this mean we can stream your music now, Auntie? I need to clean up tomorrow. See, Dora and me, we're not the only ones that listen to Miss Anita when we're cleaning, okay? We also have TT Talk saying, when I tell you I haven't streamed a single song of yours since you put out the word, only been spinning records for my auntie Nita. Fix, so happy for you. A timeless catalog where it belongs. Salute, signed, someone who was raised on your music. We also have, wow, so incredibly happy for you, Miss Baker. You have been the soundtrack to a little boy now man's life. You were one of the first sounds I heard in the early 80s, and you were the soundtrack and comfort for when I lost someone very close to me. Congratulations. This is coming from Mike Verse, excuse me, that's MIQ Verse. We have at Riding for Fame saying, yes, Lord, my daughter was raised on Anita's music, and I am laughing at the comments from the younger folk about doing some deep cleaning this weekend. Mama raised them right. Let's see. We have Let Me Go Listen to the Rapture album. We have George M. Johnson saying, me now that Anita Baker has her masters back. Guys, let us know in the comments down below. Do you listen to Anita? Can you bust out a couple tunes? Let me know what's your favorite Anita Baker song. I mean, I could tell you one of my. I got it too. There's a couple. Okay, so for me, Sweet Love is up there. Capture Up, Caught in the Rapture. That's another one. And Angel. Angel is always has a place in my heart. I absolutely love it, guys. Absolutely love it. So, guys, let us know your comments down below. Have you heard of these stories before? Tell us, were they inspiring to you? Like, comment, share, subscribe. Do not forget to do that, guys. We absolutely love to know where you guys are tuning in from. We have Entrepreneurs Allowed. Ownership is everything. Yes, can we talk about that for a minute? Please, can we talk about how important it is for us to own our own, whether it's music, whether it's poetry. If you guys don't know, I am a poet as well, and I went through a thing with a book that I have, and I'll talk about that on other shows. But ownership is everything. And there was another comment. Can we pull that up? There was another comment that someone said. I think it was someone by Satin Brownie. She said, I love that she owns the rights to her creative work. Everyone should. Hashtag congrats, Anita. Yes, that is like we said, that is completely important and what is needed. I mean, as a artist myself, in a way, I'm not musical artist. I'm a poet. But as your own creative work, you want to have the rights to your work. You want to own it. First off, you put all of the time and effort into creating your craft. And it's really something that it's intense. And I know on screen here you have my page at ink.jess. That is my poetry / just everything about me page. And we have my book here, Laced in Love. And I think in that video, I believe I was reading one of my poems. And it was such an awe-inspiring process that I had to go through. Been writing poems since I was 7. So when I decided to write my book and have a whole process about that, it was something that I really took the time and energy and putting a lot of love, sweat, and tears into my writing, guys. So yeah, if you guys want to get connected with me, want to get my book, hop over to @ink, that's ink.jess. Check me out, check my page out, check my poetry out, get my book on Amazon. The link is in the bio of my Instagram page, or you could just also type Laced in Love, and it will pop right up on Amazon.com for you. Any questions that you guys have, any comments that you guys have, I will love to answer it before our special guest comes in real quick. Let me know. Let me know what you guys are thinking about. And also, let me rewind to the Orlando Brown story. I noticed that a lot of people in life love to really hit on and really engage on the negative aspect, because let's be honest, when Orlando Brown came out, we were all looking at him like, is he okay? What's going on? He needs help. And some people were actually making fun of him. And I knew before everyone when he turned his life around, and before it became like big news, you know? And that speaks something, because the news would go out and attack the negative and really make it a big deal for millions and billions of people to see it. But when it comes to positive things, it's not really shed. Or maybe a few thousand, maybe a couple 100,000 people know it. And that's the reason why we are doing this on You and Me Radio, why we want to have positive hot topics, because we want to be that resource for you, because we like negative news all the time. You know what I'm saying? We want to be that we want to be that positive resource for you guys. Entrepreneurs Johnson, why did I write that book? So the book is broken down into 4 parts. It's love of self, love of life, love of a partner, love of spirit. And I wrote that book at a time where I saw around me that people were lacking love. You know, people were looking for a love. It's an addiction that we crave, and it could be from like Orlando Brown, drug addiction, or, you know, addicted to a person or a partner, addicted to yourself. You know, like people are finding a resource from it. And I believe that the first resource is from God, but we were searching for it. And everything that we do is laced into this thing called love, whether it's your job, whether it's your partner, whether life itself, your own self, your own mental health, just like DeAndre talked about. And that's why I wrote it. And we have a person who reviewed my book who says, a wonderful journey through every facet of love. Jesslyn Abel writes with such powerful conviction, yet there is also a delicate youthfulness to her verse, a very insightful read into the mind of a strong Black American woman, an important testament in our time. I know that girl, and I love her. I love her. And it was something that was needed. We have another comment that says, people don't like to see you great, but enjoy tearing you down. Exactly. Absolutely. And that's something that me personally and all of our producers and the other hosts and co-hosts of post useless messages and get a lot of likes, but show and grow you get crickets. And I know Entrepreneurs Lounge has it exactly. You know, which we post positive entertainment. That is what we are on UME Radio. All of our hosts, from DeAndre to with the fitness, mind, body, and soul, to Hope with self-awareness, to Maya and Marsha and wealth mindset. It is just absolutely, we have Coach Raquel with her power minute, and we have Travel Boss, because traveling expands our mind, expands what we know about the world, get involved with other people and other cultures and other experiences. And that is what we are on UME Radio. We are your power positive entertainment. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much that's why I wrote the book. Some poems at the time, they were very sensitive to me personally. Some I wrote out of experiences, some I wrote out of other people's experiences, some I wrote just walking down the street and I see an abandoned playground and thinking and remembering the time when, you know, I was that little kid, and what it feels like to be a little kid. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys want me to do a quick. Do you want me to do a quick poem, real quick? Do you think? I could drop a little free verse on you guys? If someone in the comments does a yes, someone says yes. Okay. Someone give me a word. I need like 2 or 3 words that kind of go together. I could probably come up with a free verse real quick. Let's see. Can you type that in the comments down below? Life is beautiful. Okay. You see, life is beautiful. It's kind of like when you wake up and the sun rises and it's right over the horizon, black. It's a mix of black, you know, just before morning really comes. And I look out into the horizon and I see you. Whoever you are, your image, your spirit, your energy, I see you. And I stare out my window pane, dazzled by your strength and wonder. of you staring back at me, staring back into these almond eyes. I see you, you see me, and I just hope that one day, wherever you are on the other horizon, that we find each other, that we get connected, and you stay with me to infinity. I know that was kind of rough in the beginning, okay? Someone says, "Oh, beautiful! I see you, gorgeous Jessie." Thank you, guys. I know I am great. You are great. Is that another one you guys want me to do about greatness? I that took a lot of mental. I'm more of a write written word and then speak to you guys. So that took a lot of mental for me. That was a good challenge. I know I'm great. Um, let's see. Let's see. Okay. I know I'm great. Despite the hate of this world, despite the darkness that comes, despite the mental confusion that I always hear, the anxiety that builds up that brings me to tears, I know I'm great. You see, I know I'm great with every step that I take, with every wound that I make, with every smile that I make. I know I'm great. I know I'm great because I'm planted. Feet on this soil can't move me. I am planted down deep. I froze up. I froze up. I froze up, guys. What do you guys think? What did you guys think? I know. I kind of messed up on that one. Someone says, I know I'm great. Greatness lives within me. It lives within you. It wakes us up daily and it embraces. I know I'm great because he's great. Yes. Can we talk about that a little bit too? The greatness of God, and how amazing it is. I mean, I was scrolling through, I think it was TikTok or Instagram, social media. I was on social media, it's one of them. And in the video, there was a father that was speaking about what his young child said. And real quick, young child said, we're all the same, and all that is different is that us on the outside. So we're all great. So yeah, guys, that wraps up my impromptu poetry, and we have our special guest coming in. We have Miss Toni Belafonte. How are you, Toni?
Hi, how you doing?
Good, good. Thanks for joining us on UME Radio. Real quick, who is Toni Belafonte? People don't know you.
Thank you so much for having me. It's okay, you didn't know. It's actually pronounced Tawny. Um,
Tani, okay.
like tonic without the C is what I like to say.
Gotcha.
Um, I'm a young lady from, born in Jamaica, came to the States when I was very young, grew up in the Bronx for half the part of my youngster life, and then, well, the first 10 years, and then moved to Manhattan, was still going to school in the Bronx. A lover of sports and a forever athlete, a now budding entertainment superstar.
I know. We gotta talk about that. We're gonna talk about that, Tani. So, people don't know you. You're an actress.
Mm-hmm.
Why acting? I know that could be very broad, but I want to dig a little deep. Why acting? What got you into acting?
Um, I don't think when I first decided that I wanted to enter acting, I like had this whole thing that was like, this is why I want to act. Because I remember,
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people have the when I was a kid story,
Yeah.
and I do also have it, but I didn't really know. I didn't understand the world of television, but I knew I wanted to be on TV and I wanted people to know my name, but I also thought it was very vain to want that. And what does a 5-year-old know about vanity? But I knew something. And I didn't tell anyone that I wanted to be on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of grew up and then started to play sports. And in high school, I wanted to like try out for the school play, but I was playing basketball at the time, and I understood that
Mhm.
basketball could get me a scholarship if I was good enough, and I didn't know how I
Yeah.
was going to fund my college education, so I stuck with basketball. So even in high school, when I had the itch to act, I was unable to explore it. So it wasn't until graduating college, I started modeling, and then I started doing some commercials, and then I said, you know what, Tony, I've always loved the art of storytelling and the transformation of characters and being able to create conversations and even influence people to change for the better, or even just evaluate themselves or see themselves, or somebody can
Mhm.
understand their hurt or empathize with that. And so um, I think although the combination of all those things that allows actors to be able to like give back to the world in that kind of way.
Right.
For a while, I thought I should have done something more meaningful with my life.
Mm.
And
No.
it's funny when you're an artist, you don't realize the importance of you as an artist.
Mhm.
And one of the things they say is, when people go home from their 9 to 5 and they're stressed out with life, or they just want to unplug, what do? They turn
Right.
on the
You
TV.
watch.
So
Yeah.
um, we as artists, we must be serving some type of purpose on this earth. So that was very long winded. I don't even know if I really answered the question, but
You did. You certainly did. Next question. So we have a comment from Keith saying, "Do you find it easy to cry on screen at a given notice, or does it require much preparation?"
oh, it for sure requires a whole lot of preparation. It requires a lot of in depth character work because I mean, you guys probably do, reports that you might have to do in front of your coworkers or something like that, and you will, review before your meeting, and something happens when you get up there and you finally have to start your speech. You prepare,
Mm-hmm.
you rehearse it, and you kind of try to let it go. It's the same with acting. You have to make all that stuff has to be real for you before you get to set, because once they say action, something happens inside of you,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of, I mean, as you get better, and maybe people don't get as nervous, maybe Angela Bassett doesn't get as nervous anymore, but something in you kind of tightens up a little bit, and it's just something about that word action and when the lights come on. So you have to really be prepared beforehand so that you can really just lose yourself in the character and in the work and in the scene and in the moment, and know exactly this is what my intention here is now, and I know where to pull from for that. So I'm trying
Mm-hmm.
to focus my energy on that. So it does take a lot of preparation.
Awesome. Someone wants to know, what was it like working with her, with Angela?
you know, God willing, one day I will get a chance to work with Miss Bassett. I did not have a chance to work with her during this filming episode of 911. I did get to work with the amazing Aisha Hines and Ryan Guzman. They were really, really just treats. And my scene partners, Tish Daniels, Asante Jones, and Joseph Alvarez, who played my husband, we really understood, like the new saying around, they understood the assignment. Like we really
Yeah.
what we were doing. I mean, this was a tragic story and
Mhm.
very sad, and then um freeing at the same time for one family, but then more tragedy for another. So there was a lot happening and there was a lot going on. So we all really were supportive of each other, and we really, encouraged each other. We rooted each other on, and it was one of the best sets I had a chance to really work on. And the director, Brenna Malloy, she was also very just open, and she gave us the space that we needed in order to feel safe to be able to rise to that level of emotion, as well as just kind of give it all and not worry or think too much. Because as an actor,
Mhm.
if you can trust your director, it's better for you as an actor, because then you can really let go. You don't have to
Right.
yourself. You don't have to worry that you're not doing what you need to do. you can trust your director. You can just fall into the role and fall away, and that's the beauty, and that's what we want. We want to just be able to fly. So I didn't get a chance to work with Miss Bassett this time around, but her castmates that I did work with were awesome.
In regards to your role on 911, because I've watched a couple episodes. I kind of watch it sporadically. I have to like go back and go from the beginning. But for those who don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. But you played a mother who, at first sight, lost her daughter in a car accident, only to find out that it was a case of mistaken identity, and that your daughter is alive. However, the deceased female was really your daughter's best friend, and you had to tell your daughter's best friend's family the news. Can you take us through the mindset of getting into that character? Because I can't imagine telling someone that.
Well, luckily for my character, we actually didn't have to tell the parents.
Okay.
I don't think we would have been able to pull ourselves together in order to do that. So Aisha Hines' character actually goes and tells the family because she's the one who made the mistake. Yes, we were spared in that way. But in terms of just preparing again, it's like connecting yourself to the words and to the character. And, I think if, we all can be empathetic. And if you can really seriously imagine yourself in that situation without blocking the feelings, right? Because it's like you start to imagine somebody you love and you think about them not being here anymore. You don't want to do that. Like, you don't want to go there. That's too real. That's too much. That's so you tend to start to put up a wall there so the emotions don't flow. But if you can really just allow yourself to sit and think, and I think anybody who's watching could be able to do it. It does take practice, and it is a bit of a technique in a way, and repetition is important. But again, if you can empathize with a family like that, to know that your 16-year-old daughter that you work every day to provide for and to, give her the best life, and you miss a lot of her life because you work a lot, but now she's gone. Like, that's a pretty tragic, just, you know what I mean? Just saying it. So, I think if people just, if you allow yourself to receive that, like ingest it and let it sit, you could do it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Toni, Toni. Sorry about that. Toni, for coming on. I got you next time. Thank you so much for coming on our show on You and Me Radio. It is wonderful to have you, Toni, and we hope to have you again next time.
Thank you so much for having me.